And we are rolling. What's up, guys? Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom. I've got some new developments that I want to go over with you guys about having to do with the Novatech situation. Okay, some interesting things. Kind of interesting on one side, kind of scary on the other, and it has to do with the correlation between this lawsuit that's going on with you. You guys all know about this big lawyer who's trying to do this class action lawsuit against Novatech and the attorney general in New York, Letitia James, who is prosecuting Novatech and people who are involved with Novatech. Okay, so the situation is kind of something that we all need to be aware of, right? And especially those who are inclined to get involved with this lawsuit, right? I was never inclined to do it. Okay, we know that Dap Dunbar is he's under scrutiny, right? James Corbett, Dr. Z, a lot of the higher up people at Novatech are going to be in a lot of trouble and are in a lot of trouble, right? Whether they realize it or not. Now, the thing that differentiates me when it comes to the criminal justice system is I've already been to prison. I know how it works, right? I see, don't for a second think that these people have good intentions for you, Dr. Z. They don't. They don't have good intentions for you, Dap. They don't have good intentions for you, James. Their intention is to lock you up, and yes, it could happen to you. And you got to be aware of that, right? Don't let them lie to you, because detectives lie, police lie, lawyers lie, people who are doing investigations lie, all up to the point where you're sitting there in that courtroom and they take you away in handcuffs, right? And that's where this thing is going. Here's the problem. Right, and you who are watching this might think, well, good, right? They need to get in trouble. Well, my question is, do they really? They're not Cynthia and Eddie, right? Cynthia and Eddie are still gone. Cynthia and Eddie are still missing in action, right? So you're saying that the promoters, right, who were part of the company and invested money themselves, right? They need to get in trouble, right? And where does that end? And here's the problem. If that is your contention and if that is your belief, what if it happens to you? Say, oh, Vaughn, that couldn't happen to me, right? I only enrolled my cousin, right? And I only enrolled my cousin and my brother, right? And I put some money in there for him and helped him enroll. That couldn't happen to me. Couldn't possibly. Yes, it could. Right? And you could be in just as much as trouble as them. Right? If you have that precedent of not only is the company being accused of being fraudulent, but now so are the promoters, right? So are the people who work there. They're going to go down too. And don't think that you won't. Don't think that you can't. Don't think that you're somehow above that. So here's the correlation. The people who are getting involved with the class action lawsuit, the attorney general is then turning around and prosecuting them. So you're going into the lawsuit thinking you're a victim, right? You're saying, yeah, I put X amount of money into Novatech. I enrolled 3 people into Novatech. You think that you're a victim. So you're going for the lawsuit. You're trying to recoup your funds. The attorney general in New York is looking at that lawsuit. She's looking at the information you put there and boom, she's bringing prosecutions. And she will do it to you. Don't think that she won't. With Novatech, the cat is out of the bag and heads are going to roll, right? Somebody's head is going to roll. Somebody's head is going to get put on a spike because the people demand it. Right? They say, oh, this was a fraudulent company. We lost money. A lot of people lost money. The church was deceived, right? The Haitian community was deceived. So they are looking for somebody to crucify over this, right? And don't let it be you. So this came to my attention. It was either last week or the week before, right? somebody actually looked up my phone number and got my dad, right? Because me and my dad have the same names. They called my dad and left this long message on his machine about Novatech. He didn't know what they were talking about, so he contacted me and said, hey, could this be for you? Yeah, it was for me. And I contacted this person who I'm going to leave anonymous, right? We're not naming any names here, and everything is confidential, right? Of course, you're going to know who you are, but I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to, give away your situation, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about what happened to you, right? And we're going to try to help it to not happen to anybody else. So this person contacted me and had gotten involved in this lawsuit, right, to try to recoup some of their funds. Okay, what happened? They got put on the lawsuit as a defendant. They got put on the SEC problem as a promoter, right? Even though they had only enrolled like 2 people, right? There was a total of maybe $50,000 in the whole thing, if that, right? If that. It may have been less than 50,000. So this person thinks that they're going to get some legal recourse here. This person thinks that they're going to get, maybe get some money back, get involved in this class action lawsuit as a victim, is now being attacked as being a serial Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme promoter. And it's being targeted by this Letitia James, by this New York Attorney General, by the government. This is just a regular person, guys. This is not a big millionaire promoter, right? I don't even think the big millionaire promoter, I mean, how are they supposed to know, right? There's a ton of MLM companies in the United States. Are you saying that every single one, we got to be scared of every single one of them? Because we might get prosecuted, right, if things don't go right? This is done in crypto. There was no legality for crypto at the time. There was no standard. It was still being hashed out in the courts. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, right? If the government is coming for you, they're coming for you, and they don't care. They will find a reason. Trust me. They'll find a reason to lock you up. They'll find a reason to put you away. If that's what they want to do. You say, oh, Vaughn, it's just civil, right? It's just civil. It's just monetary. Yeah? Wait a while. Wait a while. It's civil right now. It's monetary right now. Heads are going to roll. I said that the very first time DAP started going in and talking to those people. Bro, get out. Right? You don't realize the hot water. You don't realize it. You will, right, if you don't get out. Guys, be careful. Right? You could be going in, spilling your guts thinking that you're a victim. And it's just like when you talk to a detective. You never talk to a detective. The detective will act like they care about you. They'll act like they have your best interest at heart. They don't. They're trying to get information to prosecute you. You don't talk to the police. Right? And I'm coming out hard on this because you guys need to hear this, right? You guys need to hear this before you get yourselves into trouble. You want to talk to the cops? You want to talk to the law enforcement, right? You want to say that you're a victim and all this stuff? Wait until they decide that you're not a victim and they're going to put you on their little government hit list. Guys, be careful. This happened to a normal person. This was not a big promoter. This was not a big MLM person. A normal person. And if it could happen to them, it could happen to anybody, guys. All right, so that's what you have to understand. If you got any questions, put them in the comments. If you got any comments, put them in the comments. Let me know what you think. But this just has to be said and it has to get out there, all right? We'll talk to you guys later. Take care. All right, guys, thank you for tuning into the Unlimited Freedom Network. I really appreciate it. Before you go, do me a favor and hit that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I release a new video here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Also, guys, check out my second channel, Trading Tutorials. Okay, the link is in the description. I am sharing a lot of great information when it comes to actually learning how to trade. If you learn a skill, that skill will go with you for the rest of your life, and it's not going to rug pull on you, right? So do me a favor, check out the second channel, Trading Tutorials. There's a lot of great stuff in there, and the best part about it is so much free sauce and so much free information. There's also courses that are coming out that you can get very excited about it, and we'll see you guys soon here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Thanks for tuning in.